Alright, we're online for the Impromptu tournament. Watch SilentNJ and Sloshula first game, 2-2-4-2. I'll be trying to provide both commentary and analysis. Just waiting for Sloshula to join up. Sloshula is on the way, and we are getting all the round one games here taken care of. I know there should be sound on the stream. I'm just not talking right now. We are just waiting for Sloshula to get in here. Whenever he feels like doing that. I think all of the other round one and round two games here are underway. And now he shows up. Get the bands underway. Sloshula favoring Teros. Not sure who Silent's playing nowadays. It's been a while since I've played him myself. Gonna show the Orion though. And we'll see how the map bands come out. Alright, so it is going to be a random map on stage 1, but we do see the Teros as expected versus the Orion. So looking at those stats, how they match up. Teros big advantage with double the amount of power as Orion. Same on the defense. Orion with a big edge on dexterity and just a hair more speed. But stat-wise, I do think this is an advantage to Teros. Looking at their weapons, Orion's very good at controlling space in the air. Teros does have the axe. We'll see who can get the first weapon, which could be substantial here, and it is going to be Sloshula with the axe, not able to connect with anything just yet. Silent does pick up the spiky ball. A lot of weapon throws in a row coming out from SilentNJ. And he does find himself without a weapon right now. Sloshula attempting to edgeguard there, not able to find him coming up, but again, Silent without a weapon here. Sloshula going for the down signature, trying to control space around that weapon, and doing a good job of denying Orion right now. And even with the nerf, able to find that neutral sig, picks him up off the ground, and that's a substantial lead in favor of Teros right now. Silent gets a weapon quickly, finds a spear combo, very nice. He's gonna need a bit more damage before he can find a knockout onto Teros there. Even the side signature not coming close, but it does do a lot of damage, enough to make the second one very close, but still not gonna find that knockout. Not able to find anything off the edge, but Silent doing a great job of bringing this game back, considering how healthy Sloshula was at that first knockout. And Sloshula able to turn it right now, find some damage, getting strings off with the axe here. If he can get a few more good hits onto Orion before he dies, that's what he needs to cement his lead in this game. And Silent predicts that dodge in with a great neutral signature. Stock relatively even so far, going into the favor slightly of Sloshula though. Sloshula will be looking for that knockout here with a sig or a well-placed side air. Pops him up into the air, juggles him around, doesn't quite connect with the side air, gets a dare though, building up a lot of damage onto Orion. He is definitely within a killable range right now between several of Teros' axe abilities. No one able to find damage right now, no one being punished for a few whiffs in a row, and Sloshula playing more carefully, not jumping into the signature that time, but not able to punish it either. And there's the side air I was talking about. And this looks like the story of the first stock all over again, health-wise. We'll see if SilentNJ is able to quickly close out the difference. Sloshula almost an entire stock ahead at this point. SilentNJ doing a great job of denying Sloshula any weapons. He's going to need to find the kill quickly and continue to deny into the next stock to be able to bring this back. But Sloshula finds a weapon here, and again, if he can get a few more good hits off, it puts him in great position, even if he's killed soon. Sidesig not quite connecting, and very risky choice there to even use that from SilentNJ in the first place, as Sloshula punishes it just as he should have. But SilentNJ just catches that one. Again, not quite enough to kill. He has a chance to edgeguard here. Gets the recovery, but again, not quite enough to kill Teros. And we're really seeing the difference in their attack stat come into play here. And once again, Teros not dead to an ability that on many other spirit characters would have killed him. Sloshula even gets one more hit at this point. I think it's going to be near impossible for SilentNJ to make a comeback. SilentNJ needs to find it right now, and he does. If he can deny the weapons and run a combo, he has a chance here, but this is Sloshula's game to win, as long as he can play it carefully and not make any big mistakes, not get gimped, or give up a bunch of free damage for no reason. Almost finding a signature there, but finds the down air, not quite enough to finish him. Not finding the ground pound either. Sloshula had played that a bit more patiently, or a bit more safely, maybe is not the right word, but he, I think, could have killed SilentNJ there. Anyway, we're going to catch back up to what's happening now, and Sloshula putting out a lot of damage, and the side air is going to do it. Game 1 goes to Sloshula, and this is a best of 3, so we'll move into Game 2. SilentNJ here going to have to think about what stage he wants to pick. Sloshula probably going to ban things like King's Pass, maybe Blackguard, or Twilight as well. My guess is he wants another stage just like Mammoth. That game went really well for him. We're going to see Hitari from SilentNJ. If you have a second here, I will tab out and take a quick peek at the Twitch chat. So we will see what stage we're on here in just a moment. We do actually end up going to Blackguard. An interesting choice here. I think this is heavily in Sloshula's favor. The character matchup really favors Taros here, with the axe against the sword is heavily in the axe's favor. The hammer, I believe, is good against both the spear and the sword. And the stat matchup just makes every time Atari gets hit so punishing from Taros. So, SilentNJ looking different in this game, probably because we're seeing the EU server pick come out now. But Sloshula able to find some more of that damage. He only needs a few hits to be able to close almost any gap that SilentNJ is going to put onto him. So Sloshula is really going to need to avoid things like that risky signature, and waits too long to do his recovery and gets caught under the stage, pays for it with his life, a really unnecessary death. That in and of itself is a huge lead right now for SilentNJ, and he's denying the weapons very well, playing much more comfortably on the EU server. Sloshula at this point needs to not let this game get in his head. He had one mistake. He's playing not on his home server. He needs to just, yeah, it looks like he's given up almost at this point. Ready to go into Game 3, play US server and maybe a different map besides Blackguard Keep. Just needs to not let this game affect his mental state of the last game in the set. We saw how differently Game 1 went from Game 2, but right now he just needs to bear through this and look to the next one. And SilentNJ really is going to need to play a more passive game in Game 3. We see how aggressively he likes to play and how that works out for him when he's on EU, but you can't do the same things if you're playing on a different continent. Just like that for a big comeback. SilentNJ will get the 3-stock, and we'll go into Game 3 here shortly, and we'll of course switch back to USA server for Sloshula. Are working on picking now, and okay, we do see a Bryn pick from SilentNJ. Interesting. Switching the character every time. And we go back to Blackguard here for Game 3. Silent finding the first weapon and denying Sloshula very well. Sloshula gives up on even picking that one up. He's just going to move around with Blackguard. Blackguard's a big map. It's a kind of stage where you can do that. If you get denied a weapon, or they're guarding one, you can just move away and wait for another one to spawn. It's there's a lot of space to work with in Blackguard as opposed to something like Shipwreck. We're going to see Axe versus Spear right now. I think this is an interesting matchup. Axe has great aerial moves and great range. Spear can really rack damage up quick, though. You see the Axe on Axe. I do think this is Sloshula's favor right now as he has the higher attack, but the dexterity might hurt him a little bit. We're not seeing it too much, though, but right now SilentNJ getting a nice string of attacks. Not able to finish it there with the spear. Not quite. Chases him down to the other side of the map, and Sloshula needs to stay in the middle of Blackguard here right now. He's at risk of dying, and Bryn really isn't. So if he can stay towards the center, he's much more difficult to knock out than when he's on these platforms. Relocating to the middle of the map. He's really controlling the tempo of the game right now, which is good. He's at red health. He's not playing aggressively. He's waiting for SilentNJ to make mistakes and punishing. Just like that. And he's doing a really good job of coming back into this right now. SilentNJ needs to try and find the knockout, but he can't get greedy with things like gravity cancels and signatures. He can't leave himself too exposed to be punished, and both players at red health now. Sloshula has done a fantastic job bringing it back. Almost anything will kill either one, and the spear throw almost taking Sloshula down. An unnecessary dodge there, and he does get punished for it, and a second bad dodge kills, dies to the ground pound. Sloshula will want to find that knockout right now. The longer SilentNJ is able to hold the stock, the bigger of a lead he's going to grow. A side air from Sloshula or a dare would be really nice. Of course, he has the Taros signatures to work with as well, which are all very strong. And he goes for a gravity cancel there. If SilentNJ had been quicker to react, he maybe could have punished it. But there's the stomp combo. And right now, this is in Sloshula's favor if he's able to deny a weapon. But SilentNJ's gifted one the second he spawns. And he's running a big damage combo with the spear. Nice string of attacks. Sloshula gonna need to answer that here relatively soon as he's approaching orange health. Even getting near deep orange, another hit or two from Bryn with that axe. But Sloshula able to use the weapon throws to cover his approaches, not finding the unarmed though. SilentNJ denying all the weapons. There's a mine on the field, not quite hitting Bryn into it. Very close though. Almost the timed uppercut from Sloshula. SilentNJ just barely avoiding it. There's a gravity cancel again that's not quite punished though, but Sloshula chasing down with the axe, evening the health up almost once again, but SilentNJ bringing it back into his favor, putting Sloshula at red health, and there's a slide charge signature, and Sloshula is going to punish that with a spike, not able to follow it up with the second on the axe though, and there's a neutral sig from Bryn, leaving NJ exposed, but Sloshula not able to capitalize on it. Both players nearing that red health right now. Sloshula already there, and he's not quite knocked out to the side air from Bryn. The side air from the spear will do it, though, on the chase down. SilentNJ doing a little bit better on the second stock than the first stock, even. Sloshula, again, gonna want to find that kill quickly. Scoop connects, but not able to follow it up with a kill of any kind. Sloshula should be looking for the side air. Another scoop will do it. Sloshula in solid yellow health right now, but with the weapon, he wasn't able to deny SilentNJ or even punish him for picking that weapon up again. And that's really illustrating a difference in the health right now between these two guys. Is those weapon pickups not ever going in Sloshula's favor. The first one wasn't really his fault, but the second one he could have done something about. Almost nice string of attacks with the axe, but Sloshula will go to red health, and SilentNJ looking for a signature or a side air, gets the spear throw, and that's going to be the set. 2-1, and Sloshula will go out to SilentNJ. My mic's a little loud. I'll have to try and figure out how to turn that down here in just a second. I have to get another... Take a look at the bracket. Hello, we're playing. MexicanTacoGod and SilentNJ here, so we'll spectate another game in the same. We have Taros versus Azuri. SilentNJ changing his character select up once again. But we are still seeing some more of the Taros. Right away, SilentNJ gets the Katars. Able to put a little bit of damage onto Taros, but Taros finds the hammer, finds a nice string of attacks, doesn't quite get the stomp, which would have led into a nice combo in the ledge guard situation. Taros throws the hammer to cover himself, not quite able to find the recovery. SilentNJ spot dodging that. Terrace gets his footing back onto stage. SilentNJ chasing down with the guitars, trying to get inside the hammer, but MexicanTacoGod doing a great job of keeping that spacing up, and a great job of throwing his weapon to cover himself whenever he loses the spacing. And punishes a bad signature from SilentNJ, and a great neutral sig from MexicanTacoGod, and a weapon throw to help cover the ledge guard, and he does it with just the hammer throw prediction, and he is going to have the axe now as Zuri finds a nice neutral sig of her own, and Terra's finding a lot of damage here right now with the axe while he's still a stock ahead. SilentNJ getting a nice recovery tipper, but he's gonna need to try and do something to find the kill. In the shenanigan zone with the sword is a place he might want to be, but MexicanTacoGod doing a great job spiking and chasing down aggressively. Not quite able to finish the job though, and that's why the sword was good in that shenanigan zone. And Easy Dare finishes the job. And right now MexicanTacoGod throwing SilentNJ around with his unarmed, and he's able to control the map here and get the weapon. He's gonna deny another one. Actually finds the signature first. Not quite able to do anything with the down signature, but a quick weapon toss once again to cover himself, and throwing more items to cover the ledge as SilentNJ tries to get back. MexicanTacoGod absolutely on point with the throws right now. Something very important to do as a terrorist player, and I think that's maybe something that illustrates the difference between like a top 100 player and like MexicanTacoGod and maybe Sloshula, who's very good at the game but is just shy of diamond, is the ability to throw those weapons and to use every move that you have to protect yourself and apply pressure. For right now, SilentNJ doing a great job bringing this game back. I say that just as he gets caught out by a signature. Bomb throw not quite close enough to force the dodge. Very close game right now. MexicanTacoGod getting caught out by a combo though right now, and both players are at risk of dying. Sarah from MexicanTacoGod is all he needs with that hammer. Azuri looking... Oh, Azuri getting caught by the stomp neutral sig from MexicanTacoGod, and that is going to be denying... Nope, doesn't deny the bomb. Throwing a bomb at someone who has invulnerability gives them a very easy time catching it. SilentNJ not quite finding that side signature. MexicanTacoGod punishing for it. The side air stomp combo not quite in spacing or health for it. Right now, SilentNJ getting a nice little combo, but once again, we're seeing the difference. 4 attack versus 8. SilentNJ with a nice neutral sig onto MexicanTacoGod. SilentNJ covering the weapons decently well, getting a little bit of free damage, but it's pretty much an even game right now, and a great gravity cancel sword combo from SilentNJ, and a big chance for a spike here as MexicanTacoGod gravity cancels and falls to his death, and game 1 goes to SilentNJ. Going into game 2, we see SilentNJ playing Bodvar now, just going through the whole roster. MexicanTacoGod still on terrace, into the Great Hall. And that's going to be an unarmed combo from SilentNJ to start things off. But MexicanTacoGod will take the first weapon, doing a nice job denying the next one. But Bodvar does get the sword, and a lot of side airs coming in from MexicanTacoGod. And there's a neutral sig on Terrace, knowing that signature range very well, doing a great job with that move in this match. Another side air, just doing a great job spacing out the sword, using his superior range on the hammer to outplay the sword, and find side airs when Bodvar doesn't have a dodge available. But some more nice gravity cancels from SilentNJ, doing a great job putting damage onto MexicanTacoGod. And the weapon throw actually denies the second hit of the signature from Taros. And the gravity cancel gets him punished. He needs to be playing maybe just a little bit safer than that right now. A big risk of dying, and SilentNJ not quite finding that neutral sig. And he has had an absolutely fantastic showing this game. And that's another combo from SilentNJ, and that'll be the first stock into his favor. MexicanTacoGod respawning, looking for a weapon, or maybe this bomb here. SilentNJ will die to about anything. The uppercut should do it unarmed as well for MexicanTacoGod. Landmine on the field, very dangerous to both opponents, but MexicanTacoGod catches him with the unarmed sidelight, and we'll see if he favors the axe or the hammer here. It looks like he'll take the hammer, so he can do those stomp combos, finding 2 neutral sigs in a row. Almost make that 3. Great spacing on that move. MexicanTacoGod showing how to use that ability, even though it's been nerfed. And Bodvar going aggressively with the dares, getting punished for it with more stomp combos from MexicanTacoGod, finding scoops and stomps and side airs, everything he needs to be doing with the spacing on that hammer. The spacing and the timing is almost perfect, and Bodvar doing a great job of rushing down with that sword. No one afraid to play aggressively off the ledge there. MexicanTacoGod will kill him with the hammer and even take the hammer back. Thank you very much. Bodvar looking to get an early kill here, but MexicanTacoGod not at real risk of dying. And that is a true combo, what he just did, an amazing gravity cancel for MexicanTacoGod. But that combo I mentioned that he did, that is true. Side air into stomp, into, I believe it is scoop then afterwards. That's a true combo at the right health if you can get side air stomp, but it only works for a little bit of damage. Right now, SilentNJ red health. MexicanTacoGod just needing a signature or a combo, a Sair, something to finish him off. 3 or 4 different moves on their own that would spell death for SilentNJ. Not quite able to get him with the landmine, even though he baited out the dodge. Just whiffs the side air there. SilentNJ trying to go for a ledge cancel, gets the ledge cancel, but doesn't catch MexicanTacoGod, and didn't have enough damage on him, I don't think, to pop him high enough. Scoop won't quite do it. MexicanTacoGod, he says, I'll take the landmine, goes for the unarmed punch, finds himself without any weapon now, and SilentNJ looking to get some free damage here maybe, but MexicanTacoGod picks up the bomb, gets his hammer back, not finding anything with the bomb, but a nice hammer throw into an uppercut, and that's going to tie it up 1-1. That'll be MexicanTacoGod's turn to ban stages, and we'll see what SilentNJ picks. We're back to Atari. This is a single elimination tournament, so the winner of this will move on. The loser will be eliminated, and we're going to be on Blackguard Keep. And whoever gets the first weapon here will be at a substantial advantage, and MexicanTacoGod will get that. SilentNJ gets one right away anyway. Not as important for MexicanTacoGod to deny Hatari. If Hatari can deny Terrace, that's really good. Looked like MexicanTacoGod was maybe going to try and use one of those weapons for a throw combo, but gave up on the idea when SilentNJ approached. And there's another stomp combo from Terrace. Stomp neutral sig on Hammer Terrace is a true combo. Every Hammer legend has a Stomp signature true combo. And another great neutral sig for MexicanTacoGod. SilentNJ doing a great job recovering though. A nice spot dodge for MexicanTacoGod, but he's not quite able to find a kill. Both players playing very cautiously right now. And a great knockout from SilentNJ on the weapon throw. Side air from MexicanTacoGod. Not quite enough to finish the job, though. That's Blackguard Keep. Very big stage. Hard to get knockouts on any legend here. Even the 8 strength Terrace versus Atari. And a chance for a Gimp here from SilentNJ. Doesn't go all that aggressively, though, and dies anyway. I would have tried to go for it there. He didn't have a lot to lose, and he had a lot to gain. But MexicanTacoGod making the game a bit more even. Still in SilentNJ's favor. And a early dodge there from SilentNJ, almost costing him a lot, but the signature not quite connecting. A lot of damage right here from SilentNJ. The cider not enough to kill MexicanTacoGod. Doesn't interrupt the recovery either. But a nice dare and not quite... Oh, the gravity cancel. Very risky for MexicanTacoGod, and he's going to pay with his life for that. SilentNJ in a great position to take the set. MexicanTacoGod going to need something big right now, and he is playing aggressively, going all out for it. SilentNJ with another gravity canceled sword combo, though. Not even trying to gimp him off the stage, not wanting to take risks here. He's in a great position, doesn't have a need to. But MexicanTacoGod not afraid to take some risks right now for himself, and he needs to. And finding a lot of damage onto SilentNJ, and if you can find a quick kill, this game will be back almost to even. MexicanTacoGod is down right now, but he is by no means out of the game. A very risky gravity cancel once again, though. He's found a couple of good ones. I think he just needs to be happy with what he's gotten and maybe not keep risking it. But he is going to favor the axe right now, which he hasn't been doing earlier. A nice spike ball from SilentNJ for a bit of extra damage. And MexicanTacoGod, as he should right now, playing very passively. There's no reason for him to be the aggressor, but jumping into that tricky Atari signature. And MexicanTacoGod will probably be going down here. SilentNJ will take the set 2-1 and advance. And we are going to be looking into a game. So we are going to be watching KidCoolio and Twilight, it looks like. Look at the brackets here. Yes, and the winner of this will be going up against Krilo in the semifinals. It looks like Krilo beat I Can't Kill Anyone 2-1. And right now we also have Orange B versus Logic, as well as SilentNJ versus Dai, I believe that is on challenge bracket. Dai from Apex. We will leave the chat up for the map bans. Do you see Blackguard and King's Pass come out? Not popular maps, and Twilight will be another ban. All very common bans that you see in the tournaments: Blackguard, King's Pass, and Twilight. So I do recommend, if you want to be cheesy, get good at those maps and pick them. A lot of people don't like them. Shipwreck, Thunderguard, Mammoth tend to be popular, although I do see a large sect of people not like Mammoth. It's pronounced like day. Alright, just getting a correction on I, day. Good question in Twitch chat. What is a skooks? Close out the chat here. This should be about ready to start. We are seeing Twilight, of course, playing his Bodvar. Very common pick from him. Rarely see him without the sword, and I've not seen KidCoolio play, so I'm not sure what to expect from him. See the Taros pick from KidCoolio. We're seeing a lot of Taros play today. Interesting enough, he's not all that popular of a character high up on the ladder.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Are going to go to Shipwreck here for round one, and Taros will get the first weapon and deny the second. Looks like he's going to have control of the third as well. Twilight can get that mine, but he's going to opt for going in for some unarmed here. Finds a bit of damage, but doesn't get the combo. And once again, opting not to go straight for that weapon, almost getting hit into the mine. Twilight still not quite going for the weapon. Taros is able to control every single one so far. KidCoolio finding a lot of good damage here onto Twilight. Twilight's still looking for that weapon pickup. Not able to find it there either, and prioritizing going aggressive with the unarmed, overtaking a weapon here, and trying to maybe play this whole stock unarmed. But KidCoolio is doing a great job of using the weapons to punish for that. And Twilight still is without one, and KidCoolio is looking to take the first stock. Twilight still doesn't pick up a weapon. He's going to get the ground pound, and Twilight with a great dive kick pushes him into the center of the stage. And he's gonna clear all the weapons off, and he'll take the spiky ball. Looks like he'll be picking up his first items on this stock, but still opting to go unarmed. KidCoolio will find the side air. Even 2 stocks to 2 right now. Twilight still opting not to use weapons. Going very, very aggressive with the unarmed though. Maybe in a position to win the game without a weapon, and an incredible unarmed combo from Twilight for a lot of damage. KidCoolio doing a good job of hovering hitboxes around him to prevent Twilight approaching with unarmed, using things like the down signature on Taros is good to prevent the dive in, the dive kick, as well as dodge ins. Right now, Twilight, again, playing aggressively off stage. He is known for the gimps, and he is going to simply scare KidCoolio into killing himself there. Twilight still not taking a weapon, and a potential unarmed 2 stock from Twilight right now in the quarterfinals. KidCoolio going very aggressively with the axe. Twilight finding a lot of unarmed damage, as he has all game. KidCoolio gonna find the side sig. That's a kill. And if Twilight doesn't pick up a weapon, this is really anyone's game to win. It's been close all game. Twilight looking for another one of those big damage combos. That's really what he needs if he's gonna pull this off. KidCoolio just needs to not get overwhelmed by what's happening and play patiently and try and space him out with the axe. A nice throw into signature there from KidCoolio to cover a lot of space and prevent Twilight from coming up. KidCoolio playing a lot better right now in this last stock. Just because Twilight doesn't have a weapon doesn't mean he's not dangerous, and I think KidCoolio is finally starting to acknowledge that now, and it's letting him play safer and a little bit better, but finding a bomb. Twilight gets an uppercut, almost a gravity-canceled uppercut for the game ender. Twilight picking up the weapons and just tossing them aside. KidCoolio hunting him down with the axe. Twilight not doing any damage with a weapon all game, and looking to maybe take the win here. Finding a dive kick. KidCoolio approaching red health. Twilight at light orange. There's a scoop from KidCoolio if he can find, if he can find a side air signature at this point, that's what he needs. Twilight's certainly going to be looking for, the unarmed heavy. There's a bomb, which can be very dangerous. Twilight can pick that up if he wants to, but he gets interrupted by the hammer. KidCoolio finds the bomb, throws it straight up. Bomb still on the field. Twilight doesn't chase it down. Surprising enough to me. KidCoolio finds the hammer. He will be looking for a scoop or a side air here. Twilight not able to find the spike ball, which also would have been a kill. Almost anything will kill either one of these guys at this point. Twilight trying really hard to take a game here in the tournament with an unarmed stock. Twilight gets the unarmed heavy, side heavy for game 1. So we'll get into game 2 here, and Twilight's going to switch it up to an 8 dexterity character. Certainly not a good omen for Kid. Looks like KidCoolio will be taking Vrax this game. Maybe wanting to match the 8 dexterity himself. How game 2 goes if KidCoolio can fare any better.
2, 1, brawl!
Finding a bit of lance damage, and Twilight again going aggressively unarmed. KidCoolio maybe taking Vrax because he wants the lance to counter Twilight's unarmed attempt. And the guns here, if he's able to keep him out, could be really helpful. I think playing a character besides Taros will help him in playing against someone going only unarmed. Twilight, though, finding a lot of damage off the stage. That's a dangerous spot for KidCoolio to be in, as that is where Twilight shines. The mine hitting both of them. Twilight at deep red, KidCoolio at orange health. Twilight taking a lot of damage right now. KidCoolio finding a nice uppercut out of the weapon throw. A great gravity cancel from KidCoolio. Takes the early lead here against Twilight in game 2. Twilight's still looking for those unarmed combos. Probably looking... Oh, a nice gravity cancel from Twilight there. Not quite able to connect. Bombs out on the field. Each player getting hit. That's a kill for Twilight, and that's damage for KidCoolio. KidCoolio not really needing to worry about getting denied weapons here, as Twilight's not really taking them. And Twilight doing a fantastic job there, avoiding getting punished for his whiff. And KidCoolio chasing down aggressively here with the blasters now still. Twilight finding a lot of pressure off the side of the stage. And there is a mine down, and bomb is live on the field. KidCoolio just barely threads the needle, and the bomb connects then afterwards. Twilight chasing aggressively off the stage. KidCoolio recovers safely. Both players at red health. Twilight finding a great unarmed neutral air. Throwing the bow, not using it to attack at all. KidCoolio not quite finding the recovery, but getting back to the stage safely here, and he does have a lance. Everyone is at extreme risk of dying right now. And a slide charged down signature from KidCoolio. Mine is live on the field. Twilight finds the ground pound off the side to take the slight lead here. If KidCoolio can find an early answer, he'll be be in good shape still, but Twilight finding another unarmed combo, and it's a lot of damage. Twilight playing super aggressively unarmed with Koji, really enjoying that 8 dexterity, and KidCoolio, no dodge off the side of the stage there, but covers himself well enough, but falls to his death in the end, and Twilight will take the set 2-0. I believe we have Krilo in here, which will be the next game, Twilight versus Krilo. And that, I believe, will be a semi-finals game. Right now, Logic and Day are playing in the semi-finals as well. Day beat SilentNJ 2-0. Winner of that best of 3 will play the winner of Krilo and Twilight. Krilo playing on his Thatch. This is an interesting matchup. I do think it goes in favor of Bodvar. It's nice for Krilo that he has more attack, so if they meet with sword moves, it goes in his favor, but the 2 extra speed doesn't take you as far as every other stat advantage that Bodvar. I announced the tournament on Reddit. No, I didn't. Sorry. We can watch Day if you guys give me the number. We have Twilight vs. Krilo. Game 1. Shipwreck Falls. Twilight gonna find some early unarmed damage, and he will get the hammer. Krilo will get guns right away, though. And early damage does go here into Krylo's favor. Twilight, he wants the sword, though. He's gonna ditch that hammer as quickly as possible. And Krylo staying very mobile with the guns. Twilight having a hard time finding damage on him, but he is at 3 defense Thatch, so every time Twilight gets a hit off, it's gonna hurt, and we are seeing that come into play here. Either Krilo or Twilight finding big strings of damage or any combos, but each one playing very safe. Krilo is going to go back to the blasters, not wanting to match swords for swords against Twilight. Cannonballs do go up, and Krilo finds a nice gravity cancel neutral sig. Not quite enough to finish Bodvar off, though. And the down signature comes out with Krylo's sword again, not going to quite connect. Twilight finding a nice hammer throw into the unarmed aerial light. Krilo again fishing for those signatures, not finding them, but not being punished either. Twilight doing a great job of avoiding the horn and controlling the weapons. Krilo not even getting his own weapon that he called for. Twilight going to do a great job of predicting and avoiding that dive kick, finding a sword combo, getting a ground pound onto Krilo and taking the early lead, clearing the bomb from the stage, and he is going to get another sword for himself. Krilo does get the spiky ball, not finding anything with it, gets a ground pound, which is good damage, and a nice spot dodge into the gravity cancel there for Krilo. Twilight needs to be very wary here, and he's doing a great job of not aggressively coming into any of Krylo's abilities and finding nice unarmed combos, going all out for the gravity cancels, not quite finding them, and getting caught by the neutral sig from Thatch's guns. This is going to be even on stocks, but slightly in Twilight's lead health-wise, and he's not picking up that weapon, going very aggressively unarmed. Never afraid to be without a weapon. This is going to get a hammer now, which Twilight doesn't prefer, but I do find to be extremely effective versus Thatch. Free defense and all that force on it, it can find easy knockouts and a lot of damage very quickly. Krilo finding a lot of damage with the sword right now. I'm sorry, with the guns. And he is going to get the mine, almost hitting himself with that. Krilo getting hit by Twilight's side signature there, and Twilight gonna find a nice sword combo. Not quite enough to get the kill here, though. And Krilo is gonna turn with the bomb and the sword. Gonna find a ledge guard situation for himself. Oh no, he is able to finish it. Krilo at deep red. Twilight looking to get the kill as soon as he spawns here. Charging a side heavy and punished for it with the guns. Twilight looking to find the scoop here. Maybe should be going for a Sarah a little bit harder. Not quite finding the Nair. Krilo doing a great job of being slippery, but not finding a ton of damage for himself. Getting a little bit of poke on now. Chipping away at the rock. Climbing up the ladder. Not quite able to finish Twilight off, though. Almost. And putting up a wall of hitboxes. Not letting Twilight get in. This looks like it's Krylo's game to win. And there's a cannonball for game one. And the weapon throw, too. Just to make sure. That's going to be Twilight switching off to Ada, interestingly enough. Krilo staying on to Thatch. Like Twilight will be taking Bryn, probably wanting that axe here for the Thatch matchup. And they will be going to Thunder Guard. Twilight finding nice unarmed damage and a bomb right away, keeping Krilo away from the weapons. Looks like Twilight might be going out a little bit more aggressively this game. Not happy with getting a loss in a tournament. Doesn't matter who he's playing. If it's a tournament setting, he does not want to drop a game. Krilo finding good damage, though, and taking a health lead, but Twilight starting to bring it back. Axel and Blasters. Twilight finding a nice hit onto Krilo here, and here's a potential ledge guard situation. Krilo, no dodge, but finds the recovery. Twilight saw red there when the dodge was down, and I think maybe a little bit too greedy. Twilight finding a nice dare. Krilo gonna go for a risky signature and maybe pay with his life for it. And yet Twilight chases him down, follows the dodge, and gets a very patient kill. Twilight in deep red here. He's gonna have to play very safely not to die to Krilo, but there's gonna be a sword combo. Even it up. 2 stocks apiece. Twilight finding nice combos and good damage with the spears, but Krilo, a lot of damage with the guns. This is a very even stock right now. Twilight's starting to slightly pull ahead, and if he can keep finding the light attacks with the spear, even more so, there's a great side air. Cannonballs from Krilo, gravity canceled him, and he still kept Twilight out. That's great spacing from Krilo. Twilight getting hit by everything right now, and there's the ground pound where he usually shines. Off the stage like that, Krilo able to take him down. Twilight is going to need almost an immediate kill here. Krilo is another medium to high diamonds player, so he's absolutely not bad at this game, but I think most people would call this matchup an upset to be going in his favor. Twilight being consistently within the top 20 and always placing very well in tournaments. Krilo having a very strong showing right now. Twilight hitting a dare. This is his game to bring back right now if he can deny a weapon to Thatch, or even find 1 or 2 good combos right now. But Krylo's gonna get the guns, which has been Twilight's kryptonite here. Huge strings of damage. Twilight finding what he needs to, but playing much more hesitantly and scared than he normally does in the shenanigans zone. Finding that damage while Thatch doesn't have a weapon, though, which, like I said, could be a key to success. Krilo is going to opt for the sword, though, and Twilight finding good damage with the axe, but maybe looking a little bit lost without his sword, to be totally honest. He is going to find a nice neutral air, and this is absolutely anyone's game. The next big hit could take this. Krilo probably won't get it with his air on the guns, but he might. It's very close. That is going to be Krilo with the sword, and the Sarah should do it now, but not quite enough. Twilight just barely living. And that Sarah from Twilight is going to be enough to bring the game back, and that's going to be 1-1 now, tied up going into the third and final game. We are going to see him go back to Bodvar. Bodvar Thatch, 1 Thunder Guard.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Twilight does get the early weapon, but Krilo finds some damage. Twilight is going to toss it, go for another one of those unarmed combos. It looks like he tried to do the gravity cancel into downlight, but he maybe didn't quite do the right input. And Krilo finding the guns again, which he's had a lot of success on. Twilight really should be trying to, I think, space the guns out with the hammer, but he just prefers that sword so much. This matchup's just not quite working for him. Krilo is always a little bit faster. Just always a little bit out of reach, but here's a great ledge guard situation for Twilight, and that's going to be the first stock in his favor. And this might be the first game where we saw Twilight with an early lead. He was going to toss his weapons away, and both players very aggressively. Twilight, again, not afraid to go on the offensive when he's unarmed. Nothing will deter him from looking for combos and damage where he can get it. Krilo not able to find anything with the bomb, but Twilight not able to punish all that time of Krilo whiffing and not having a weapon. Once again, a little lull there where nothing is quite hitting, but Twilight is super close to dying that he needs to be extremely careful not to get hit by any attacks. Krylo's going to catch him with the neutral gun signature. Stocks are evened up here. HP slightly in Twilight's favor. He is going to be with his hammer right now. Which again, even hammer on a sword I think is a good matchup for Twilight, but he just doesn't want to take that. Twilight very aggressively looking for the ledge guards. Absolutely powerful off the ledge. Very good in those scenarios. Twilight spacing Krilo out very well and gets a nice kill with the Sayers on the sword off the edge. Twilight being almost a full stock ahead right now, in a very good position and the best we've seen him look so far. I think this is what people expected out of Twilight in these games. Right now, Krilo able to put on some damage. Twilight has the ledge guard situation. Krilo has no dodge. Twilight flirting with danger right now and just skirting away every time. And that's why a lot of people won't contest him off the edge. Twilight will take game 3. He'll move on into the finals. Take a peek at the bracket, and it looks like Logic beat Day. So, Logic versus Twilight. This will be a best of 5 as it is the final. Like we are going to have Koji versus Hitari for game 1. We're getting ready to go into the grand final here. Twilight and Logic. Was some confusion over the third place match since it's a single elimination.
3.
Won't be showing that, but I will read the results. It's First Day and Krilo. Here we go. Twilight versus Logic. First weapon's going to come down. That is going to be Logic with the spear. Twilight going hard, unarmed. Gonna maybe look for that bomb pickup. Doesn't quite get it. Logic playing pogo stick, and Twilight will take the bow. Finding a nice set of neutral airs on the bow. Logic with another spear, and again playing pogo stick. That's 3 in a row. Getting good damage here on the Twilight, but health is about evened up right now. The mine does connect on the Twilight, and Logic is in a good position right now, going for a risky gravity cancel though, and he is punished for it. And Twilight playing aggressively with the bow off the stage, and that's going to be an early kill. Logic says, deal with it, puts the sunglasses down. Like Twilight's actually going to favor the bow over the sword here in this matchup. And he dodges right back into the bomb. Logic taunts once again. And we'll see if he wants the sword. It looks like he did want to keep that, but he didn't get a chance to take the spear anyway. And an incredible unarmed combo from Twilight. Big damage, putting Logic all the way down to orange. Twilight not quite able to finish it off, almost getting the Gimp ground pound too. And there's a landmine down on the field. Twilight with the bow, probably looking to play off of that landmine right now. He does seem to be going for the style points. Logic finding nice damage with the spear, not quite landing the combo though. And Twilight gets a nice Koji side sig with the bow. Logic almost going down to the neutral air, not quite. Twilight keeping Twilight keeping Logic completely off the stage, and there's a nice dare from Twilight. It's going to be a pretty commanding lead so far in game 1 for Twilight. Twilight chasing down very aggressively unarmed, using the dodges to clear distance, and a ground pound into a dive kick. Suicides to take game 1. Another incredible game from Twilight, and again showing he's if it'll win him the game, he's not afraid to kill himself either in those unarmed offstage gimps. We're into game 2. It is 1-0 in favor of Twilight.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Twilight again, finding some nice unarmed combos. Logic chasing very aggressively, going for the gimp with Atari in Twilight's pass. Not quite able to find it though, and Twilight gets one of his own. A great ground pound from Twilight. And he is going to get the bow, clear all the weapons off the stage and the mine. Twilight and Logic both unarmed. 2 weapons spawned. Logic playing a little cheeky there, and he's going to get Twilight, pick up a bomb, bounce that, not find anything off it though. He does have a sword here. Twilight is unarmed, but he is shown to be quite dangerous while unarmed. Logic attempting to throw the spear, not quite getting it. And once again, going really hard for those King's Pass Gimps, but maybe that's not the game that you want to be playing with Twilight, as he's showing how good he is with those dive kicks, but Logic does answer back. He gets a ground pound of his own, and he's not too far behind right now in terms of health. Twilight finding a lot of unarmed damage, though, once again. Twilight with great dive kicks off the side of the stage. Great up until he kills himself, anyway. Again, playing very aggressively, and that's the risk you run doing that. Not able to connect with them, and Twilight playing around the bomb here, not quite able to knock Logic into it, but almost. And a nice weapon throw from Twilight, gonna go for the ground pound, doesn't quite connect, and a great dive kick, but unfortunately it's King's Pass, and Logic has somewhere else to go. Once again, Twilight playing very cheekily off the side of the stage, looking for dive kicks. But Logic's no stranger to the ledge game either, and he's doing a very good job here with the Hatari sword. But right now, Twilight chasing all over the map, literally coast to coast, trying to get Logic down off the side. And there's a kill for Twilight. Back to almost even after killing himself at very, very low damage. Logic with the gravity cancelled taunt. Nice little combo, unarmed onto Twilight, but Twilight, a nice unarmed combo from Twilight, answers back. And neither player picking up a weapon right now. Twilight going very hard, very aggressively into the Gimp zones. Logic following suit, and that's going to be the Gimp to Logic 1-1 in the best of 5. Are going into game 3 on the Great Hall. 2 swords on this map. We might see some interesting combos. Logic will take the first weapon. Twilight gonna get a bow. He's gonna throw that, but Logic shuts him down. Logic's just gonna throw his weapon for damage into a nice sword combo, though. Twilight punishes the missed signature with a great unarmed combo. Twilight, a lot of damage right there. Logic in a bad position right now, not able to find that ground pound. And Twilight's going to get a nice punish and a chance to kill there, but doesn't read the dodge. Twilight not playing off the stage there quite as well as he normally does, but he's going to get the dare to finish Logic off. And that's yellow health Twilight in a good position to take this game. Logic going to find a nice combo there, not quite able to find the neutral sig. If he can find the early kill onto Twilight, he still has a chance here, but Twilight is putting out a lot of damage right now, and he's very dangerous unarmed and very dangerous with the sword. And almost getting the ledge cancel for the 3 down lights in a row. Twilight playing very fancy right now and showing why he's currently ranked 8 on the US ladder. Logic putting up a great showing though as well. Twilight in deep red and finds a nice gravity cancel there. Logic at orange health. Twilight really needs to be careful of those combos, but Logic doesn't get the kill there, doesn't find the side air. Punishes the signature with the signature of his own. Both players at red health. Anything just about could kill right now, and there's going to be a combo from Twilight that's not going to be quite enough, and the ground pound doesn't get it. Interrupted by an uppercut, and there's a second uppercut in a row, even up the stocks, but Twilight is at a huge lead in terms of health. Twilight knocks Logic into the landmine, and pretty much a full stock lead right now. Logic finding a little bit of damage with the sword, but probably not enough, and there's another unarmed combo from Twilight. Finding that time and time again for so much damage. Bomb hits both, and Logic at orange health right now is in big trouble. Twilight not quite able to get the ledge guard, but does find the uppercut. There is a bomb down. Twilight gets that, finds the bomb kill. That's going to be 2-1 in favor of Twilight. Logic's going to need to win 2 in a row. Twilight looking to win 1 game and take the tournament. It looks like we're going back to King's Pass. Twilight gonna find the sword. He's probably gonna pitch that up. No, he just throws it away and also doesn't take the spike ball. Going aggressively unarmed onto Logic, looking for more combos. Finds nice dare, but not quite able to finish it up with the stomp. Logic doing a great job defending the ledge right now. Twilight having to go around. Twilight's gonna pick up the bomb. Logic chasing hard with the sword right now. Twilight trying to cling to the ledge here, but Logic's just gonna take whatever weapon he wants, and Twilight almost putting himself in a very vulnerable position. Getting the one up on Logic right now though, and Logic's actually gonna die unnecessarily. It's gonna be Twilight ahead the majority of a stock, although he is going to give Logic a weapon. Throw the horn right at him for him to catch. Logic's going to deny what he can. He's going to get a sword. Twilight's still without a weapon. Logic going for the gravity cancels. Logic almost finding this kill. Very close. He is going to need to find that. Right now, though, Twilight playing without a weapon and interrupting Logic's Hatari signature. Very nice from Twilight. Both players putting themselves in very dangerous positions. Logic's just going to go around though, and he's going to try and recover safely. Bomb almost connecting. Great aim from Twilight, but Logic does manage to dodge that. Logic is going to get gimped, and he's going to go down again. Twilight taking a nice lead and maybe looking to end this tournament right now on King's Pass. Twilight not quite able to find the unarmed combo. Logic doing a great job chasing down with the sword right now. Gonna make it a 1-stock game, but Logic will need the reverse 3-stock to bring it into Game 5 of this set. Both players trying so hard to get the unarmed gimps right now. Using the weapon throws, using the dive kicks, and the ground pounds. Right now, Logic is in a good position to kill Twilight, but Twilight is able to recover. And the uppercuts are saving Twilight right now several times in a row. Logic not quite able to finish off the kill, so he is going to go take a weapon. But Twilight gets the ground pound, and that's going to be Game 3, the set and the tournament. And that's going to be Twilight taking the win. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be in the Discord. Twilight, you can PM me in the Discord. We'll talk about the community colors. Good games, everyone. Watching.